Hi, everybody. Steve Albrecht from the Safe Library and Library20.com, co-founded and sponsored by the great Steve Hargadon at Library 2.0. When we think about things as we look at the holiday season, I've been doing some work with some organizations about their customer service training. And it reminds me, as I sit here with Layla, the best beagle in the whole wide world, about a concept known as the service apology. The service apology is not us taking blame or ownership for things that are the patron's fault, or somehow sacrificing our personality or giving in and being subservient to somebody because of the service relationship requires us to be helpful and polite and courteous, etc. The service apology simply checks a box in this person's head that says, hey, this thing happened, and maybe they take ownership as the patron for their own error or mistake or lack of knowledge, or they blame us, either one. But the service apology says, hey, I'm sorry for what happened. Let's work on fixing it. Or I'm sorry for what happened to you. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Or I'll do whatever I can to make sure that doesn't happen again. Make sure your experience with us is better. So simply saying, I'm sorry, sometimes checks the box for the person that says, well, at least I got those horrible people at the library to apologize, and I feel better about it. And it's kind of an expectation that people have that an apology happens. Sorry it didn't work out. Sorry that we didn't have what you were looking for. Sorry we missed some sort of internal deadline or that we weren't able to do something for you. Let's make sure it doesn't happen again, or we'll take steps to make sure that we do it right. And maybe we'll do some education for the patron as well about some things that maybe are their responsibility in certain things. So here's another copy of the form or the flyer, or here's a cheat sheet that we created for you so that they can get some of their own self-education about what to do to make sure these things don't happen again. So when you think about training, not only from the standpoint of staff training and kind of coaching and leadership and support that comes from the library leaders, think about the idea of the service apology as just simply a way of saying, we start our conversations when the patron is upset with, I'm sorry that happened. Don't say, I'm sorry you feel that way, or I'm sorry we can't do anything about it. Say, I'm sorry that situation happened. I'll do what I can to help fix it, or I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. If we can do some work on our side, I'll look into it as a library leader. But sometimes the idea of apologizing seems subservient or somehow bowing down to the patron's idea that we should feel bad about everything when it's not necessarily our fault. So think about this concept and service of the apology as a way to just start the recovery of the relationship, get it right, and get it back on the right foot, just with that simple comment. So for Layla, the Wonder Beagle, see you next time.